I honestly kind of forgot how to do an intro. It's been so long. What was my intro? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kanisha. If you already don't know, happy new year to all of you guys. I hope you guys had an amazing New Year's and also, are having a great January. But we are back to filming book videos. And I don't know, for some reason I thought, what was the best way to start 2025? And it was to read dark romance. So we are going to be reading dark romance for a week. Today is actually not the start of the week. We're kind of in the middle, so this is why the filming is a little bit off. So the dates are going to be a little bit off, so don't worry about that. In my video last year, I made end of the year book tag, and I talked about how I wanted to finish my physical TBR because I have so many books. Like, I probably have like 400 plus, and most of them I haven't read. So this year I'm really trying to get through my physical TBR, and I also have a lot of dark romances because when I used to be in my dark romance phase, I bought a bunch of them. So I have a couple that I haven't read yet, and so I thought, why not? And also we are going to be reading some dark romances on my Kindle, just because there's a lot of dark romances on Kindle Unlimited. And this year I won't be buying any new books, so my Kindle is going to be my best friend. So the first book we are going to be reading in this reading vlog is The Ritual by Chantal Tesser. I feel like I'm saying The Ritual wrong. The Ritual. Am I saying this word really weird? I feel like I am. But anyways, this book, I saw bestie Larry read this, and she didn't like it at first, but I think she just read the second one, because I think I saw a reading vlog, because I just love her videos so much, and she liked the second one, I'm pretty sure. So I think there's some hope, but I'm not too sure. And this is a dark college romance book. So we have like a secret society that is filled with like boys that are called lords or whatever. She is to serve and obey him. He will protect her and own her. So definitely gonna be interesting. I haven't read anything by this author yet, but I've seen this book floating around for a while, so I thought, why not? And I've had this since not even last year, 2 years ago, because I remember buying this when I was going to the Eras tour in the States. So yeah, let's get into it. Am I not annoyed like sometimes where you can't get the page number? It's like this location thing, and I don't know, it's on like Kindle Unlimited, so I don't know why there's no page number. Chapter 1 is already so... Chapter 1 is a lot already. There is a lot. Girl, I'm barely in the book. I'm only on chapter 1, and there's already a lot of like, I wouldn't say it's like gore, but like there's talk about like someone. So yeah, there's talking about someone. Chapter 1. Oh my god. So we follow I do not know how to say this guy's name. Right? It's not Ryan, it's Ryat. We kind of follow the guy first and kind of see like the secret society and everything. I wasn't expecting so much to happen within like the first chapters of this book. Oh my god. Like, this is a lot for sure. So definitely read trigger warnings, which now I'm regretting that I didn't do that. But yeah, this is a lot right now. I'm literally only on chapter 3. Like, I really haven't gone that far in, and there's already some crazy things happening, and I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. So the first couple chapters is his initiation, like kind of like those things with, well, I don't know, like in frats, like you kind of have like initiations and you have to like complete these things to like possibly join the group. So that's kind of what our main character did. And so there's a lot of violence joining this secret society. Yeah. But now I think we're getting into the story. I'm on chapter 5, so I don't know. I have very mixed feelings right now. We don't know much about our main character yet. I will learn how to pronounce his name soon, just not right now. But yeah, we don't know much about him at the moment. We just kind of see his initiation into the group, and now we're gonna see him as a lord. Our main character, the male main character, I cannot pronounce his name right now. When they're in their senior year, they are offered like the chosen one, basically a girl. They are rewarded for their service with sex, basically, and the girl is basically the chosen one, and they could kind of do whatever they want with the girl. Obviously she is meant to serve and obey him, so yeah. And that is where our female main character will come in, obviously. But oh my god, it's just like a lot just being thrown at you, and I'm like kind of in shock right now because I didn't expect the first few chapters to be a lot. So yeah. He did not just say that. He did not just say that. He did not just say that. Oh my god. He literally just said, keep your bitch on a leash. And he was talking about Blakely. This is gonna be like a bully romance, isn't it? I can't believe this is how I'm starting my 2025 reading this book. I am currently 75% in this book, and obviously I'm just reading on my Kindle, but I'm just holding the physical copy. And I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts about this book. Oh my god, first of all, it's very dark, for sure. Like, there's a lot of kind of non-consensual stuff happening in this book, so definitely something I did not expect at all. I didn't realize how long this book was because on my Kindle it is 600 pages, but obviously the physical copy it would be like 500-ish pages, but still I feel like it's longer than it should be because I feel like towards the middle of the book I felt like the same problems kept happening over and over again. Like, he would do something, she didn't like it, they would fight, and then they would make up after by like having sex like multiple times. So yeah, that kept happening, and I was like, at some point the plot has to change, right? Because like this can't be it. And now there is a plot, there is something that's happening with one of the other characters and the secret society, and it involves Blakely and Riot too, so there's a lot happening. But yeah, I mean, I literally stayed up until 4 a.m. to like almost finish this book. I'm like 450-ish pages, so I'm almost there. The fact that I stayed up until 4 a.m. to almost finish this book, girl, I think there's something wrong with me because I don't know if I'm enjoying this book. I feel like I just want to see how it ends. I'm very curious. I don't think this is obviously going to be like a 4-star book. I think this is going to be like a 1 or 2-star book. But yeah, definitely an interesting book to start this video with. This man is also the biggest red flag ever. Like, there's just some things where I'm like, I do not like what he's doing. And I can't tell if they even like each other. Like, it's like, I mean, yeah, she's clearly forced to be with him, and it's very clearly a very confusing relationship because I think they like each other, but also I feel like they don't. And the things that he just does in this book, I'm like, girl, there's no way you are dealing with this. There is one point where she is wearing something that's, I think, revealing or something like that, and he does not like it and he tells her to change, and she thinks it's a joke, and then he does tell her to change, and she changes. Then he burns the clothing, and I'm like, what? So yeah, there's definitely more that I want to say, but I feel like it's not appropriate to talk about on YouTube, and I don't want to be flagged for inappropriate content. So yeah, definitely an interesting book that I don't know if I will continue the series. I think I would have to see how it ends, but yeah, I'm gonna continue reading. I'm probably gonna be finished by then, and I will give you my overall thoughts with everything. Oh my god, the ending low-key kind of got me. I'm actually like shocked at what's happening right now. Um, yeah, I have no idea what to say. No idea. So I don't know if you noticed, but the quality of this video has changed because I finally got a vlog camera. I'm so excited. I have been waiting for this moment since forever, since my other camera broke and it was too old, so I wanted to like get a brand new camera, and I'm so excited. Hopefully the video is good, the audio is good. If it's not, let me know and I will try to adjust this camera because I'm still getting used to everything. But hopefully the video is better, you know, hopefully the audio is a little bit better than using my iPhone. So yeah, but now I want to talk about the book I was currently reading, and it is The Ritual by Chantal Tesser. I finished it. Did I finish it last night? Yes, I think I finished it last night. And my rating for this is a 2 stars. And the reason why it isn't a 1 star is because, first of all, I powered through this book. I was like reading it, but I just could not put it down. Could not put it down. Even though didn't really care for the characters, didn't really like them, didn't really care for the plot. But I still kept reading, so, you know. And there were moments where he was saying, the second he went soft on her, I folded. I absolutely folded. And I was like, this is how this book is going to get me. But there was a lot of very dark things happening in this book. Like, oh my god. This is definitely a book for more advanced dark romance readers. I don't think if you're a beginner, you should pick this up because this is a lot. So definitely read trigger warnings because there was a lot happening that was like non-consensual, specifically like him drugging her constantly, and I'm like, girl, why? Why? So yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna continue the series just because I don't know if I want to be in this world right now, but we will see. Yeah, definitely I feel violated after reading this book, to be honest. Like, there are some people who gave it 5 stars, and I'm like, how? How did you give this a 5 stars? I don't understand. But maybe it is just not for me. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next dark romance book. So the next book I have, it is The Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is a popular Booktok book since basically the beginning, and I have read a couple of Sophie's books. I read Minx and then the Saints, like Sinner's Duet or something like that, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name right now. I just know I'm gonna love The Prince and the rest of the books in this series, but obviously everyone knows about this book. This is a mafia romance, so it's more on the tamer side of dark romance. It's not gonna be like crazy like that book, but this is more of like a beginner dark romance book. So I'm more comfortable with this type of book. So yeah. But they are a little bit of like enemies to lovers. It is an arranged marriage. Like there is one scene, I think it's literally in the beginning, but he is allergic to strawberries, and so she decides to eat strawberries on their wedding day and then kiss him, and then he gets like an intense allergic reaction that almost kills him. So yeah, they are definitely enemies to lovers, but this is a mafia romance. You know, mafia romances, they always have some forced arranged marriage because, you know, they need to work together and unite the families. But something interesting about Sophie's books is that there are illustrations in this books, which I love, and there's illustrations of some spicy scenes. So I'm not gonna show that, but I'm gonna show like this very tame photo, and this is our main character Ada. I absolutely love what Sophie did with the illustrations, because I get to really see like what the characters are, like how they look and everything, which I really like, so it helps me follow the scene better. So I'm excited to read this, and I will give you guys an update later. Honestly, this book is like everything to me right now. I'm only 49 pages in, and I already love our two main characters, Aiden and Caleb. I love them already. I love Ada so much already. Like, I have a feeling this book is gonna be really good. Something about Sophie Lark's books, like, she always makes the female main character such a strong character, and I feel like she's gonna be a super relatable character too as well, because there's this quote that she says, and oh my god, I felt that in my soul when she said that. Keep in mind, I'm the only child, so I have no siblings, but it still feels the same as an only child. My brothers are good friends to me, but they have their own lives. Nobody needs me. Not really. That's okay though. I'm not whining about it. I like being free and easy. Like, stop. Stop. That's so relatable. And yeah, this is also what I look like right now. But yeah, I'm so excited. They're really like enemies, because Ada almost sets the house on fire that Caleb is like currently in, and she also steals something from him. So yeah, the enemies are definitely enemies at the moment. I'm about to go to the movie theater to watch Baby Girl, but I just want to talk about the book I'm currently reading, Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark, obviously. And I am 164 pages in, obviously reading on my Kindle, but I just wanted to hold the physical copy. And I absolutely love this book so much, and I feel like I should have never doubted this, because I've loved Sophie's other books before, so of course I was gonna love this book, because I already love her writing. I'm very familiar with her type of world, so yeah. I just love Ada and Caleb so much. They are definitely enemies to lovers. Like, the scene that I was telling you about the strawberries, there was another scene where I didn't know that he actually did this. I didn't even know. He tries to drown her, and I'm like, I was reading it, I was like, is he drowning her right now? Like, what is exactly happening? Like, oh my god. And yeah, so they are definitely enemies, and you really get thrown into their lives, but I feel like you really know who they are as individuals. Ada comes from more of like a messy family, and Caleb comes from more like more an upper like class, like very professional type of family. So they're very like opposites. He is like trying to make her into like his wife and everything, like the perfect wife. While Ada, wants to be like a rebel. She wants to be able to do her own things, because that's how she's lived. She has like all these brothers. She never had like a mother figure before, so she's definitely like kind of like a wild child. And then there was this one line that Caleb says in the book that I was literally freaking out about, which is why I literally had to pick up my camera and talk about it. Because anytime a book boyfriend says this, I instantly fold. Ada and Caleb are talking to someone, and he says, "Be careful how you speak to my wife." Are you kidding me right now? Stop. It reminds me of Reckless by Elsie Silver, where Theo says, "Be careful on how you speak to the mother of my child," or something like that. And yeah, anything just like that, I just instantly fold. And I'm like, this book has my whole heart, all the characters, and everything. So yeah. But I'm going to continue reading before I go to the movie theater, and I will give you guys an update later in the night. When he punches a man in the face. For you. Stop. Stop. I am actually just folding for this man. I fear there's something wrong with me. Because he says, listen to this. He says, "I need to know, did you like how he touched you, how he fucked you?" Without seeming to realize it, he put his hand on my bare thigh. His fingers slid upwards under the stiff, beaded skirt of the dress he made me wear. I slapped his hand away, shoving him in the chest for good measure. "Maybe I did," I say. Who fucks you better, me or him? Callum demands. I fear there's something wrong with me. Okay, so I finished The Brutal Prince, but I will give an update later about that in the morning. But I just want to talk about the next book that we are going to be reading, and it is Beautiful Fiend by Lola King. I've heard a few mutuals talk about this book, so I'm excited to get into it. I literally have no idea what this one is about, so we are going to go into a line, and this might be the last book for this reading vlog. I'm not too sure because it is Sunday, so we'll see if I could get another book in after I finish this book. So obviously I finished The Brutal Prince from the last video, and my rating for this is a 3.75 stars. I actually really enjoyed this. I really did, but I felt like the story was kind of just like basic. It wasn't anything like life-changing or amazing. Like, it didn't really change my life. This is a very like typical basic mafia romance, and would I really classify this as a dark romance? Not really, but I feel like TikTok, Booktok, and some people have deemed this as dark romance. Like, it's a very like light dark romance. There is a bit of like talks about like kidnapping and stuff like that, so I guess you could say it's dark romance. I felt like it was kind of rushed towards the end. Like, once I got to the ending, I was like, oh, that's just how it ends. Like, there's nothing else. So yeah, I wish we got a little bit more, but overall it was a fun and quick read. So yeah, but last night I said I was gonna be reading Beautiful Fiend. I decided against that. I wasn't really feeling the book, so I decided to pick up something else, and I picked That Sick Love by Jesse Hall. And I've seen this book, like this book cover floating around before, but I have no idea what it's really about. And I'm only a couple pages in, like I'm really not that far in. I'm 21 pages in. So I'm just meeting these characters. I haven't even met the guy yet. I've only met the girl. So, but I've heard it's very similar to Haunting Adeline, so there is a bit of a stalker thing going on. How do I feel about stalker romances? I don't know, because when I first read Haunting Adeline, I liked it, and then Hunting Adeline, I also liked it too. But if I read it now, I probably wouldn't like it. So I have mixed feelings if I'm gonna like this book or not. But right now it's okay. So people have said it's like kind of like a priest slash Haunting Adeline type of book, because the first few chapters is talking about like them growing up very religious. So I'm assuming this is like a Catholic school base-ish story with a little bit of a stalker vibe. So yeah, we have Brownie, and then the guy's name is Arrow. So yeah, we kind of see glimpses of Arrow like kind of stalking her. Like, she has a feeling that someone's watching her, and she kind of has just accepted that fate. So it's very similar to Haunting Adeline. I'm kind of curious to see how similar it is to Haunting Adeline, if it's like almost the same thing, or if something's gonna be a little bit different. So yeah, but I'm gonna continue reading this, and I will give you guys another update later. This reading vlog is interesting, to say the least. Okay, so I literally pressed record, and then the camera, for some reason, the audio recording literally turned off, so it didn't pick up any of the audio that I was talking about when I was reading the book. But I mean, I'm so mad about that. Like, what the heck? Anyways, I was talking about how I just came back from a family dinner, and I was literally reading this book while at the family dinner, and there was some stuff in this book that was happening, and I was like trying to contain my face, making sure that it, didn't move anywhere and it just stayed normal, because I do not want, my family members knowing I am reading a dark romance book at this very moment. And it was so hard because I'm like, okay, so much is happening in this one scene where I feel like I want to scream and cry and punch the wall for this book. And yet I can't do any of that. My facial expression while reading, I'm like this. Yeah, that's literally it. So it's definitely interesting, to say the least. I think I'm slowly liking the male character, Arrow, because he says something to Brioni and I'm like, oh my god, like, stop. So basically he is about to off someone, and he tells Brioni, don't cry for him, those tears look fucking hideous on you. Stop. Absolutely stop that, because I think I'm just falling in love with him slowly but surely. And yeah, he reminds me very similar to Zaid Meadows in Haunting Adeline, so I'm kind of seeing the connection there. And I feel like with most dark romances, I feel like Zaid Meadows is almost kind of like the standard for dark romance book boyfriends. So yeah, not too much has happened in this book, because obviously I'm only on page 48, so really nothing much has happened. But I am excited to see, you know, what's in store, because honestly a dark romance could literally go anywhere, and I feel like this book is going to go somewhere. She was trying to threaten him, saying that she was going to call the police, and he goes that she would also be in trouble too, and she goes, why would I get in trouble? And he says, because he's buried in your backyard. Like the person that I was just talking about earlier, that he was about to, you know, off, and now he buried him in her backyard. Oh my god. What's so funny, there's just one funny part, which I think I literally was laughing out loud, where he's like, now shut the fuck up and follow me. And she goes, he's such a sweet and caring soul. Is saying that is literally how I'm acting right now. I'm like, oh my god, he's saying like the most horrendous stuff, and I'm like, oh, why am I low-key kind of... I really have no updates from the last time I was reading That Sick Love, because honestly it's just been a crazy ride with that book. But I'm gonna take a break right now. Obviously I show you guys making my coffee. I just used like a plastic cup from like a coffee shop, but I reuse it, so don't get mad. But I think I'm gonna go watch Nosferatu today, because I don't know, I'm bored. It is my birthday today and I have no plans, so I was like, okay, I haven't watched Nosferatu yet and I really want to, so I might as well, because I literally have nothing to do. And I might go to the thrift store too as well. So yeah, but hopefully I will come home and have enough time to finish That Sick Love. I think I said I was gonna finish it last night, but there was just a lot of stuff going on in that book that I just had to take like a break from it, because it's dark for sure. I think I'm gonna maybe finish it tonight. I think I'm like 300 pages, so I have like 100-ish more pages left, so I will be finished then. So yeah, and then maybe we can start another book tonight, maybe just like a very short book, because I know there's a bunch of short dark romances out there. So yeah, that is just the update I wanted to give you guys. I literally have nothing else to say. I am watching Bestie Larry Reads right now. It's her reading vlog with her mom, which I think is so cute. I love Larissa, so I'm gonna watch this, get ready. I finished That Sick Love by Jessie Hall, and honestly I'm just gonna talk about it in the morning because I am so tired. But I'm gonna start one more dark romance book, and then I think this is gonna be the last book. I'm trying to hype myself up to read this book right now because I'm so tired, but I know that I'm not gonna be able to start it tomorrow. Like if I don't start it tonight, I'm not gonna want to read it tomorrow, so we need to start basically right now. And I was watching Bestie Larissa, and she was reading a dark romance series, so I decided maybe I will read that, because why not? And I haven't heard anyone talk about it, so let's read it. It is Insatiable by Leanne Rivers, and this is part of a trilogy, which, hold on, what is it called? It is the series the Edge of Darkness trilogy. From what I've seen on Goodreads, their reviews, it seems pretty good, so I have somewhat high hope. I'm not too sure, but I think this is gonna be like a sad dark romance book, so I need to prepare myself for that. And this is a short book, it's like 400 pages, so hopefully I will be done by tomorrow night, and then the reading vlog will just end. I feel like That's Like Love kind of just took a toll on me because I'm so tired, because after reading that many words, I just like started to zone out. And yeah, so Insatiable. You can tell I was trying to pick like other dark romance books, but it didn't work out, so it's fine. I mean, literally the first sentence on the synopsis is, if he can't have her, no one else can. So there's that. Okay, Kate is me. The first line, I fucking hate people, especially parties. That is literally me. That is literally me. Oh my god. The main character, Cade, is talking about his dad and family. And he says he tries to be involved as much as he can and looks at my mom like she's the only woman in the world, full of complete adoration, even though he tried to kill her. Yup, he can keep his crazy. I have my own. I don't know why that's so funny to me. It definitely could just be me being tired and thinking everything is funny right now. He calls her freckles. He calls her freckles. He calls her freckles. He calls her freckles. Oh my god. He sees like this mystery girl, and then he's like trying to ask her questions like, who are you? Like, you don't go to my school. Like, why are you here? And then he goes, she's walking towards me. Oh shit, what the heck is she doing? Go away. Hey, why is our main character already so funny? I'm already loving Kate, and I'm only on page 6. Wow. He goes, her grin grows when I hum, a dimple denting deep in her cheek as she looks away and tucks a strand of hair behind her ears. Butterflies, I think. I wonder if she feels them too. That is so cute. Especially the fact that they're like 15 right now, both of them. That is so cute. Because I feel like when you're 15, you have like butterflies of like liking someone, like a little crush, and I feel like that's exactly what this is. It's so cute. Not him saying, when she's at the manor, at the studio, or walking around the mall, if I don't see her at least once every day, I lose my mind. I climb to her window to see her sleep, and I've been trying to hack her phone for the last year. And his dad goes, that's extreme, but I understand. As if his dad isn't like technically deemed as a psychopath right now. And he's saying, that's extreme, but I understand. So I want to give my rating, my overall thoughts on That's Like Love by Jessie Hall. My rating for this is a 2.75 stars. Honestly, I was debating between a 3 stars or 2.75 stars, just because I kept going back and forth on whether I like this book or not, because sometimes I would be like, oh, like I actually like these characters, and then I read a couple of chapters and I'm like, actually I don't like these characters anymore. So I have very mixed feelings about this book, because honestly I felt like I lost the plot towards the end, because honestly I just had no idea what was happening, and they just kept on having sex like every few chapters, and I was like, oh my god, we need to calm down on the sex because this is a lot. I mean, I would say it has similarities to Haunting Adeline, but I would say I would prefer Haunting Adeline over That's Like Love. But like Arrow and Zayd, they're kind of in between for me. Like, it's a love and hate relationship with them. Like, I don't know if I love or hate them. I didn't realize that that book had a big age gap, which I did not really like, because damn, I was not expecting that age gap. So yeah, definitely read trigger warnings for that one, because there's a lot of like very heavy topics that are talked about in that book. Obviously it is kind of like a book that involves religion, so you know that is a big topic that's in that book. So if you know you want to read that book, read the trigger warnings, because there's just a lot going on. Overall, I don't think that book was for me, but anyways, we are going to be talking about the next book. I want to give an update on Insatiable. and I'm on page 300. I have like 100 pages left, and I have to say that this is probably the best book I've read this year. I mean, I've only read like 3 other books, but still, I think this might be my new favorite series. Oh my god. Cade is literally the funniest character ever. I love him so much, and I love Stacy. Oh my god, she is also just incredible. Like, this whole book is so good. There is like a scene where Cade is about to go kill this whole gang for Stacy because they know her name, and he didn't want anyone to know her name or, you know, even look at her because he doesn't want her to be part of that part of his life. So he has his assistant, and his assistant goes, "Are you sure they know her name?" And he's like, "Do you not listen? I've gone over the exact conversation 5 times. I just find it a little dramatic to be doing this over a name. You've been working for me for over a year and you think this is dramatic?" Yeah, I'm just having so much fun. I really love how it flashbacks from them being like teenagers when they first started their relationship to the present, because I feel like you really get to know them and like really connect with them a lot. So I really love that. This is such an easy, fast-paced book that you really just fly by. Like, I literally just started this last night and I'm already on page 300. Like, what do you mean? Also with this book, Insatiable, I don't think it's not like a super dark romance. Like, obviously that's the glove and the ritual. It's like very like tame. Like, there is talked about like, you know, killing someone, but overall it's on like extreme darkness. But I feel like since there are there's 2 more books, I feel like those other 2 could be more darker than this one, which I feel like usually happens with a lot of dark romance books. Like, usually if it's a continuation of the same characters, the rest of the books are going to be darker than the first book. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a very sad series because I really connected with Cade and Stacy. Like, I truly love these characters, and if anything bad happens to them, I'm going to freak out and cry my eyes out. We're near towards the end, so I'm gonna start recording and get my reaction for the ending because I feel like it's gonna be a crazy one. Literally the last sentence, it says, "At least I got to kiss her." I am gonna take a break and come back and collect myself because I have no words. I don't know what to say right now, so I will be back. I'll be back. It's time to give my thoughts about Insatiable by Leanne Rivers. My rating for this one is 4.75 stars. I know it is not 5 stars. It was almost so close. I just had to sit there and think about it first before deeming it whatever rating it was going to be, just because I didn't want to like say it's a 5 stars and then change it later on. So my rating for it, 4.75 stars, which I still feel like it is amazing. Like, it is literally so close. And I just have to say, I'm obsessed with this book, and I'm obsessed with the series. Like, I can't wait to read book 2 and book 3. Like, oh my god, it was just everything to me. And I feel like if you haven't read it yet, you need to right now. I feel like this is such an underrated book that literally no one has talked about really on Booktok. So yeah, definitely check it out. I love just how the story starts. We literally follow them when they are 15 years old. Kate and Stacy when the first time they met to the present. You feel like you connected with these characters for a long time, and you know, they have their like very like embarrassing little moments when they're young, which I feel like is so relatable because like when you're young, you have like your first crush, you are not going to be like playing it cool. Like you're going to be a little bit embarrassed, and everything like that. So yeah, that was really cute. And then seeing their relationship in the present, obviously something has happened between the couple and they no longer talk. So you kind of follow their like adventure from like not talking to talking, but also seeing like the behind the scenes for both of them, that both of them don't know about each other even though they've known each other for so long. So yeah, definitely a book that I loved and I can't wait to continue. But that is the end of this reading vlog, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. We definitely have read some interesting book in this reading vlog. A lot of very dark topics for sure, but you know, reading dark romances, that's kind of what you're gonna get. And I knew my ratings were gonna be like a little bit off for this reading vlog just because I'm not really a dark romance reader anymore. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.